Never changed, been the same since I was shitting and pissing. They still white me. I'm grown up. So shitting and pissing, they try to white me. I'm hearing voices. They say my style's immortal. And where I go, I close my eyes and I can flow the portal. That's why she like my aura. That's why she gave me oral. I guess it's just my stature. I gotta build a statue. Still riding with a passion, with armor for all the crashing. I seen it, I knew it happened. My moment and she standing ovation, clapping, anticipating my actions to be the best if you're asking. Yes, I'm all in my zone. Catch me there alone. I'm all in my zone. Yes, I'm all in my zone. Catch me there alone. I'm all in my zone. Yes, I'm all in my own. Catch me all in my zone. Baby, there's no competition. I'm all in my zone. Yes, I'm all in my zone. Catch me there alone. I'm all in my zone. Yes, I'm all in my zone. Catch me there alone. Baby, there's no competition. I'm all in my zone. Yes, I'm all in my zone. Catch me there alone. Rest up, homie. You better rest up, homie. Leprechaun, you need your best luck, homie. Simply the best, and you get effed up, surely. I got it now, and I'm next up, homie. You gotta deal with it. Middle left fan, but I write, I'm so ambidextrous.
What's up?
We are back. We are late, but we are back, y'all.
Better late than never.
Yeah, better late than never. Peach Radio Show. We are back. Yeah, me and Tina had an interesting, what was it, last week? We invaded DC.
Invaded.
The invasion, the DC invasion. We had a great time. I'd like to thank Michael for the opportunity. Also, my excellent host, Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Tina's new girlfriend.
Hey, boo.
Listen, Tina's always finding a new girlfriend. But, can't wait to go back out to D.C., so look out for that. We will be invading again. Of course, we are always invited back. Everyone loves the antics. So tonight is an interesting topic. And I know you guys been waiting to hear about the down low. We talked about, well, actually, we didn't talk about the down low. Tina did a post. I did a post. It was very interesting. The comments are always very, very, very interesting. But typically in society, we talk about the down low. We always associate it with men. This time, we're associating the down low with women. Lesbian.
Where y'all at?
And the bisexual edition on the down low. But first, before we get into that, we want to hear a track by our new friend, Ember Flair.
All right, Amber, let's go.
Ember Flair is called Get It In. She's one of our NC peoples. You know, our peoples. Let us know what you think. We about to get into this Ember Flair Get It In. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in, Tina. You gonna get it in?
I always get it in.
I cannot believe we are doing this.
Yeah, girl, but we gotta do what we have to do what we want to do.
I guess.
So how long we got left?
I don't know. Let's sit down.
Alright. Yeah, let's take a break. So, girl, what do you see yourself in the future? Like, what do you see yourself?
I see myself on the big screen, honey. I'm trying to be the next Angela Bassett.
I know that's right.
What about you?
I've been writing, so hopefully my music will take off. You know, I see myself on TV. I see myself in lights and all the nice gowns and stuff. So that's where I see myself. So
You think the world is ready for a trans artist?
if not now, when? If not me,
Then who? Okay.
matter of fact, let me show you what I can do.
Okay, go ahead, get it in. 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's time to make this party hot. Cause it's that new age, new hip hop, cause you know I'm about to turn it out. But first, shout out to the old school from the new school. You know you gotta thank Biggie and Pop. Masterpiece, Snoop, Drake, Cube, Drake, Diddy, 50, work hard just to get what they got. So when it's my time, I'ma get it in. Cause I'm in the wind, so I won't hesitate. And when it's my time, I'ma represent. I've been working hard, I know you can't relate. But when it's my time, I'ma get it in. I'ma put in work while others perpetrate. We can do the same, only difference is I'ma elevate. Now watch me get it in. Get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in. Gon' get it. This that table dance, break dance, turbo dance, pop, lock, flashback. I'm waiting for my wrist take break in one chance, big break. Not talking about no Kit Kat. This that straight back, grill in, work out, put in. I'm talking about the riff rap. Not wasting time with no fake friends. I'm out dream chasing, no time for no chit chat. Cause they not who they say they is, they think they is. They want to be or claim to be, portrayed to be. Post on the bookgram or TV. They're not acting like they're in the streets, you see. When I get it in, I'm feeling it. I jiggle it, I wiggle it, I jiggle it. I fuck it up, I'm killing them. I go for broke, toe to toe, blow for blow. Y'all don't want no smoke, but if you want it, roll up. You better not waste your time. You better not waste your time. You wanna live one life. You better not waste your time. Cause I'ma get mine. Yeah. Just get it in. So when it's my time, I'ma get it in. Cause I'm in the wind. Fuck a second place. When it's my time, I'ma get it in. I'ma represent, so shit about to change. When it's my time, I'ma get it in. Didn't your parents teach you to never underestimate? When it's my time, know I kept it real, cause I'm never fake. Now watch me get it in. Get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in. Get it in. Gon' get it. Get it in. Gon' get it in.
I like that.
You like that, Tina?
Yes, I like
that.
that.
Ooh, let me fix myself. Made me want to do one of these numbers. See? Remember the days when you was skinny, Tina? When we could really get it in?
I ain't never been skinny. I always been
well, I was, and I could. Let me stop. That was our girl, Amber Flair. Get it in. We will play it upon closing. I hope you enjoyed it. Tina, stop chasing all the trans women. They don't want you. Don't call her, Amber. Don't call her. You will be one of the many trans ladies on her list. Along with Karen. And who is your trans wife again?
Jacayla Moore.
Jacayla.
That's my number one.
And whoever else.
Jacayla is my number one.
She's your number one. So what will Amber be?
I don't know. We can work something out.
She gonna work it out. But listen, we're back Tuesday. We're no longer in DC. I wish we were. Tonight's topic we're talking about is on the down low. This is not the man edition. So if you are watching, this is not about y'all. We on the butts and the asses. Well, the butts and the asses, the same thing. We on the asses of these women, of these lesbian and bisexual women. This is the DL lesbian and bisexual edition. Okay? We talking about y'all being on the down low. Quit playing. We know some of y'all boo loving with some men. Boo loving. And I ain't even going front. At one point, I was boo loving with a man on the DL. Thank you for joining us, J. Lee Douglas, LaShawn, Kayla, Victoria, Tamika, Smack, Michael. How y'all doing? We talking about the down low. The down low.
Down low lesbians.
We can't even sing the daggone song. Damn it, R. Kelly. He done
Bleep.
messed it up. Damn it, R. Kelly. Damn you. You know that was my song. Keep it on the down low. But you know I can't sing. So let's get into the topic. We're talking about down low, but you know, of course, on the Peach Radio Show, we kind of got to educate some of you people, because when I asked the question on my timeline, what is being on the down low, I had a couple people say, what the heck is DL? So let us tell you what the DL is. Down low. Now, this is what I hate. According to the Urban Dictionary, the down low is basically when a black man, notice how the black man is underlined. Like, come on now, let's stop it. We do know in 2019, some of you girls are on the down low. It's when a black man or a woman is in a relationship with a person of the opposite sex, but cheating on them with a person of the same sex. Did y'all get that? The down low is when you are in a relationship with a person that's of the opposite sex and you dipping into the same sex. You skinny dipping.
Skinny dipping.
You skinny dipping. You dipping in the bowl.
With no clothes on.
Smack said, yep, it's a whole lot of that going on out here in the 302. I ain't even going to talk about that.
You better say it, Smack.
You better say that. And it's okay to be on the down low. Like, I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
It's okay to be on the down low.
I'm not
I
hating.
disagree with
because
that.
you might not be comfortable with coming out of the down low. What's up, Ashanti? What's up, Camden, Danita? We talking about the down low tonight. We talking about the down low, the lesbian, the bisexual edition. We know it's some of y'all down lowies. Y'all jumping inside of this watch party and then y'all jumping out. As soon as I say down low, y'all want to even discuss it. But we all know it's happening. Women are on the down low. All right? You are. So I asked y'all, does the down low lesbian bisexual woman exist? Is it something that's just only men in particular? And I said no. Tina said no. And so we asked you, does the down low lesbian and bisexual woman exist? Also tonight, we're going to give you some signs that you are with a down low person. Please share this live. Share with your straight friends. I know it's hot. I know y'all got better shit to do, but y'all better support us. We support the heck out of y'all ass.
That's right.
I know that's right. So let me get into that. Does the DL lesbian or bisexual woman exist? Yes, she does. She definitely exists. According to Leash G's, I think it's more acceptable, so some accept it as a possibility. I was on the DL for a while, and when I came out to my spouse, he was like, well, do you? Okay, so I guess she would be the bisexual edition of it. He said, do you?
Do you, boo?
You know what? That makes me wonder. You think every husband would be open like this?
Of course they would.
Well, not really. My husband wasn't.
Well, some of them would say, bring her home to us.
No, he considered it cheating. He actually considered it cheating to be with a woman. Even though, in my mind, I thought, no sexual penetration, then you really not. By the way, let me get back into these comments. Thank you for, surprisingly, these are from Instagram. So, G Baby Ocilia 407, that's some kind of name. I don't know why, but it needs to be said, because what you do in the dark will come to the light. They need to be free themselves. They will be much happier.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would be for the lesbian person. That's because I don't see where a bi person would need, like, is it really something you need to free yourself from when you bi?
I don't think so.
I don't think it would be too, unnormal for a bisexual person. Okay, so then PJ Rocks from Instagram said, great question. Never really thought about it, but it's definitely a double standard there. I think so too. I think we are so rough on men for being on the DL, but it's not much said about women being on the DL. So is it that society as a whole believe that women on the DL doesn't exist, or it's just like a sexual fetish or something?
They exist. If them DL men exist, them DL lesbians exist too.
Okay, and Angela Mitchell said, yes, they do exist, and I think it has to do with family more than society. Candace Bailey said they're everywhere.
Amen.
Where are they, Candace?
They there.
Where are the DL bisexual lesbian people? Where are these people? She said they're everywhere. Like, if you go to the grocery store, they're there. They're everywhere. And Jody Patton said down here, wherever down here it is, I think she's out of one of our Alabama groups.
Alabama.
Down here it may be a necessity, be totally shunned otherwise. Luckily, I lived 30 years in Cali. Now I'm here. Oh, okay. So we ought to establish that the down low person exists. Come on, y'all. That's on the timeline. I see 7 people watch you. Thank you for tuning in, everybody dipping in and out. They got better shit to do on this hot day. We want to know. Down lowies. We know they exist.
Down lowies.
Down lowies. The lesbian bisexual edition. We know they exist. But what is the impact? Is it, as threatening as it is, like for the men when they're on the down low, how society just shuns them? And is it the same? Like, why don't we discuss that? Why don't we look at these women the same way we look at the men? I mean, because the men actually have sex with men and then they go home, and then I would think that the women have sex with the women and then they go home. So I'm trying to figure out, what is the difference? Why don't we highlight the women as much? Isn't it as destructive to a family as a man doing it? Once a man find out that the woman is on the down low? What you think, Tina?
I don't think it's too much of a deal when a woman is a down low. It's just so much of a deal when it's a man that's a down low. It's just society itself. That's all.
You don't think it's a big deal? What do you mean, like in reference to like diseases?
No, not
like, what's the real threat about the men? Let's start there. What's the real threat about the men being on a down low, and then we'll bring it back to the women.
It's the word itself, men.
Just men?
Men.
So you mean they're being persecuted for being on a down low because they're men, but the women, because I'm a woman, that's one thing we get away with in society, being on a down low?
I think so. Because men always want to join in. Once you tell them, hey, I like girls. Well, come on, let's go get a threesome popping off.
I don't know. That was not my experience.
Mine either.
It was not my experience.
But I was a down low lesbian for a minute, for a while.
Okay. Well, look, as a down lowy, a past down lowy, Smack Danny Plug said, hell no, fuck that. I was a down lowy. And this is what I'm going to say.
What you got to say?
When I revealed who I was to my spouse, which was a male, he was not happy with it. He was not happy. He considered it cheating the way that a woman would consider a male cheating, and it was very devastating on the marriage, to the point that it ended.
That's a lie. I mean, not on your behalf, but on his behalf. I just don't.
So it was devastating to him in particular.
That ego.
You think it was an ego
Got
thing?
A big ego.
I don't know. Gypsy Bird said they are everywhere. I have been so surprised by many women that will open up to tell me that they do like being with women, but don't refer to themselves as bi or lesbian because, and this is what I always hear, I like dick too much. But honey, you can have the same type of penetration with a strap. I'm just saying.
And just remember, a strap don't go limp.
I don't know. I don't use a strap.
Strap, I do. A strap don't go limp.
I don't use a
We
strap.
work all night long.
I don't know.
To my ladies.
Thank you for responding, Gypsy. I mean, so what would they be then? They don't think they're a lesbian or bisexual. Then what do you think you are? Slipping out and dipping.
Dipping and dabbing.
Vondelier Smack said it's cheating. I feel the same way. If you with the opposite sex, it's cheating.
How? Explain that to me, Smack. I want to know.
I believe in the down low. I was a down low person. I actually believe that all people are down low until you actually come out and say to the community. And I think it first starts with yourself. Once you let yourself know that you are gay and that you are just like coming all the way out, you are no longer down low. But once you know you're gay and you don't say nothing and you are in these relationships, you are on the down low. People like to say, oh, I just wasn't out. No, you was on the down low. You knew you was gay. You knew you was gay all the time.
All the time.
All the time. But like I said, for me, I was on the down low. It disrupted my marriage. I will say that my marriage wasn't all that solid, but still, he considered me being on a down low and finding out that I slept with a woman as cheating.
So are you happier with a woman than you are with a man?
I will not answer this question on there. We will talk about that. That's for another show.
Oh, okay.
That's for another show.
I just want to know because I know I'm more happier with a woman.
That is for another show. But yeah, we do. I did not feel. I could say when I was on a down low, and maybe you felt this way too, Tina. Like I knew men that were actually on a down low and they were treated very poorly by society. But me being a woman on a down low, it was like, okay, yeah, you was on a down low. But the only person that actually made me feel bad about that position was my husband. He was the only person. Everyone else was pretty much accepting. But when it comes to a man, I don't feel like society as a whole is very much accepting of it.
I think when you're married to a man, this is my own personal thoughts. Don't get me wrong. It's just me. It's my opinion. I think if you're married to a man and you are down low and you mess with another woman, I don't consider that cheating. I consider that as having motherfucking fun. I think it's having fun. I don't consider that as cheating. That's having fun.
You said that's having fun?
Yeah, that's having fun.
I don't know. Well, again, coming from that
now, if
situation,
you cheated on your husband with another man, then yes, I would consider that cheating. But to be with another woman, that's having motherfucking fun.
That's having motherfucking fun.
Fun.
Oh, okay. Lewis Taylor just shared our show. Thank you, Lewis. It is a great LGBT chat show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure, we will. We will, Lewis. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like I said, for me, I can admit, I know a lot of people is coming in and out watching this. Come on now. I know y'all were on the DL as a woman. We do exist. Lesbians and bisexual women on the down low exist. Please don't let me start calling out some DMV names. Because I know a lot of y'all is on that DLDL. But I ain't going to do that.
I used to be one and I ain't ashamed to say it.
Okay. I ain't ashamed to say it either. It's just as detrimental. Even though society just sweeps it under the rug, I guess because we're women. Is it because we don't have actual penetration? naturally?
I think a lot of females are on the down low because of the way they were raised and brought up.
Okay.
Because that's how I was. Because of the way I was raised and brought up is why I was down low for a very long time.
Yeah, but it's no different than a man. That I would think that would be the excuse for a man to be on a down low.
But you know, the way everything is set up, a man is just there. Ugh.
He's the
Yeah, so they look at it kind of different. I
they
think.
look at it different. Well,
I wonder how it would feel for a transgender to be in a relationship with another transgender but cheat with a lesbian.
on the down low.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she is so crazy. That's
my
another
fault.
topic. That's another topic. That is another topic. Tonight we talk about down low lesbian bisexual
How many down lows
edition.
is on my timeline? Don't
They're
be
not
scared.
gonna tell you that they on a down
Don't
low.
be scared. If we talking to y'all,
They
we used
are
to be down
not-
low. Don't be scared.
They're not gonna tell you that they're on the down low. I
hit me in my
just
inbox.
admitted it that I was, and again we ask questions on our timeline.
This is 2000.
How do you feel about women on the down low? Do bisexual and lesbians exist? We said yes. We do agree that they exist. I also asked, is it as detrimental? Is it as detrimental as a male being on the down low? No one is saying that. What is Angel saying?
Angel said if you enjoy both or continually do both, you are bisexual, whether you hide DL a part of it or not.
Okay. You said you on a DL if you don't tell your partner.
Yes, I agree.
Whether
with that.
you bisexual or whatever, you on a DL if your partner does not know. You are on a DL. Is it as devastating to a marriage or a relationship as a man doing it? I say yes, it is. I experienced it. I experienced it. I'm sorry. I experienced it, and I did not believe that. In my mind, I didn't believe that it would be as bad as two men, but emotionally, for my husband, it was bad. And to be honest with you, I felt terrible because I probably could have did it a better way.
Angel said yes, it's detrimental, but it's dishonesty.
So it's just honesty all around, way around the board. So why do we sweep it under the rug for women?
Yes, why do we?
Why is it swept under the rug? So we're saying that it exists. We're saying it as detrimental as a man do it. Why isn't it? Why is it swept under the rug? Why aren't we condemned? That's what I'm trying to understand. I mean, like, I know down low men, and once it comes out, it's like they are like the scourge of the earth, like the worst person of the freaking community. But when I stopped being on a down low, only person that made me feel any kind of way about it was the person that I was betraying. So I can't understand.
I think it's a problem if you're married to a man. Let me get this right. I think it's a problem if you're married to a man is why people have a problem with it when you come out as being a lesbian. It's all about being married to that man. But I think if you were single and a down low lesbian, it wouldn't be that bad. I think it's because you was married to a man.
Okay, but okay. All right. Can you be on the down low single?
What? I think it's a lot of them out here that's on the down low that's single.
But how are you on the down low when you don't owe anybody anything? Like, you're not hiding.
But they
from
are
anyone.
hiding if they're on the down low because you have a lot of females out here that deals with other females, but they're not going to let people know that they're dealing with a female, so therefore you're a down low lesbian.
Okay. All right. Well, let me tell you. When we created this topic, I always do researches on all of our topics. Do you realize that there is like almost zero to non-existent information on down low females? Like zero to none. You have some people that's commenting on the topic?
Yes.
Okay. What are they saying, Tina?
Damika Johnson says men want you to bring it to them so that they can show that they can say that they have two women. And that is exactly how most men are.
Well, not in my experience. My experience was cheating is cheating. I'm not okay with it. It's just as bad as if I, as a man, was sleeping with another man. There is no difference.
What's that ego when it comes to that man part there?
You think it was the ego thing?
It's the ego. It's because you did it with a woman. He lost you to a woman, or he can lose you to a woman. That's all that was.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. So again, it was very limited information on this, right? So I created a list based off of myself and the experiences that I had with other women on the DL of how to spot a person on the DL, like the signs.
Please tell me, what are the signs?
The signs of a person on the DL.
The signs now.
Yes, the signs of a person on the DL. But before I get into that list, and y'all can add to this list, everybody that's on here, maybe we need to collectively get together and write a book. Because there is zero to none information about the lesbian, bisexual, down low person.
That's because they always looked at the men as being down low.
I know, but there needs to be some information.
It does.
It needs to be more. So whoever's on this timeline, if you are creative enough, let's write a book together.
Damika says she want to know too.
But wait, I'm going to show you the list that I compiled. My lesbian, bisexual list. How do you tell somebody's on it? But let me get to my amen moment. You're going to say, what's the amen moment? Amen. This is when one of them highly religious persons jump on to our post and they decide to answer the topic. So our amen moment is from Sister Deborah Van Buren. Sister Deborah Van Buren,
honey,
jumped under the down low topic and said, all I can say is that people who do bull crap for a different desire, I guess I wouldn't know, but it is sinful and nasty. You want to eat out of her. You want to eat out of what? It's nasty. You came from a woman. Why you want to eat out of her?
Because it tastes good. Try it, honey.
People live in their stupid world, not trying to get to the paradise world.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Well, Sister Deborah, who says that paradise is not between a woman's legs?
Hey, what? You say that again. Say it again, Pete. Say it
Sister
again,
Deborah.
Pete. Say it again.
That was our amen moment. And we will have other amen moments as we have the religious folk commenting under our post. We will share those amen moments. Now, let me get to my spotting the down low list that I compiled from researching the men's list and talking to other down low women that was in that situation, including myself. So, on the down low signs, let's talk about it. And y'all can help me add to this list because we're going to create this book about the down low. All right? So here's the signs that you're lesbian or bisexual. Share this with your straight friends, with the husbands, wives, or whatever. Here's a list on the signs of a down low person. Number 1, she spends more time with a particular female friend.
That's a lie.
Like extended amounts of time.
Oh, he should have said that.
You know, most of the times we are adults, and we don't have time to be hanging out with our friends like we did when we was kids. So why is it so important to hang out with this particular female friend? Number 2, that extended side stare at other women in public. You know what that? Come on, Tina. Come on. The extended side stare. You know when you in the restaurant and you with your other half that's of the opposite sex and that girl walk past and you like, you looking on the side. Come on now, the extended side stare. Do we all agree that that's a down low trait? Number 3, when you become emotionally unavailable or you have an inability to emotionally connect with the opposite sex. You may be on the down low.
I can agree to that.
You may be on the down low. What do y'all think about that? Share this live. And for those of y'all that's going to watch this later, you know what? You know I'm telling the damn truth.
Damika said, hell, I am a full lesbian and I still do it.
Oh, that's the extended side stare. Okay.
She got a big butt. Oof.
So, number 4, Tina. Expressing interest in, I meant to say more than one LGBT lifestyle activities such as TV shows, porn, movies, clubs, etc. So if you are, most down low people like me, before I actually started getting into activity, I started researching. I'm a big research person. So I would watch like the L Word or sneak and watch lesbian porn, and then my movies behind everybody. I'm watching lesbian movies, and then I'm going to the gay clubs. Hell, I used to take my husband to the gay clubs, and he would wonder like, why are we at the gay club?
Why was he there? Shit.
Because he was with me.
Most straight men ain't going to no gay club. I don't give a damn what you say. Why the hell was he there?
Number 5. A sudden interest in threesomes or poly situations. It's sort of like your introduction phase. You say to your husband, like, look, baby, how about we spice up the relationship? After I done research by watching TV shows, porn, movies, going to these clubs, let's try a threesome, honey. I know this is what you want to do, but really is what you want to do. Because you want to have that relationship. You want to kind of like piggyback onto this person. You want to piggyback off. You just don't want to jump into it.
Man, straight men always down for a threesome.
Well, again, my husband was not.
Let you tell it.
He was not. He was pissed. Okay, and number 6. So do we agree with these first 5?
I don't agree with the first one.
What? You spend more time with a particular female friend? I agree with that. Because as adults, we don't have time to hang. Like Tina, we are close. We don't hang out every day. But you will hang out with your pussy every day.
Mm-mm.
Or see it. You want it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Number 6. Change in demeanor. Like your demeanor, your personality, some adopted masculine behavior. So you could be on a down low. Could you imagine being a down low stud?
Yo, that's hilarious.
No, seriously. Like a down low stud.
But how can you be a down low stud? Because most studs dress like
No.
You
See, you're not out yet. You got a husband. You on a down or a boyfriend. You on a down low. You not ready.
So you flip your husband over
in the inner side of you, you are a stud.
You flip your husband over.
So you start getting these masculine behaviors.
Tooted and booted.
Or maybe, it's just a change in your demeanor.
Ooh.
Right? It's a change in your demeanor. I think it's a change in your demeanor. What do you think, Tina?
I'm laughing. I can't.
It's a change in your demeanor. You know what? Okay, whatever. She over here laughing. Oh my God. That's another one. What do y'all think? Let us know. Shout out to Brandy for joining us. We're talking about On the Down Low, the lesbian and bisexual edition. I compiled a list of things that I think are signs that a person is on the DL. I mean, come on. Okay, now number 7. Loss of interest in sexual penetration from your male partner.
I know that's right.
And an increase in wanting oral sex. That could be a sign that you on the down. Like, come on. You don't agree with that? Loss of interest in sexual penetration
Wait a minute.
from your male partner.
Let's back up for a minute. Because Damika Johnson said some studs getting more deep than gyms nowadays. I know that's right.
Yeah, but you know what? But they on the down low. But they still studs. Well, we talking about women on a down low, lesbian, bisexual edition. We not talking about them being on a down low while they with your gay ass. We talking about you being on a down low like a man would be with the opposite sex. So I'm saying number 7 is the true to form. Loss of interest in sexual penetration with the male.
Yeah.
And an increase in one oral sex in which he can't probably keep up with all that oral damn sex. It's hard to breathe.
That's why he need two women to keep up with one man.
Shut up.
He need 2 to keep up with
And
one.
number 8, I agree with it for both sides, for both men and women. I think a lot of people that's on the down low are super homophobic. They like put their super homophobic cape on, and anything you say about being gay, they like, what? I'm not with that shit. Not that shit.
But behind closed doors, let's put a finger in their
Yeah,
hand.
behind closed doors, they looking at the video. Hey,
Yeah.
the
that too.
video, hey. Oh my God. So that was my list, and I'm sure we could probably add more things to. I know it sounds ridiculous, but again, it's very little information about females on the down low in their heterosexual relationships. So I just compiled a list. You may not agree with them, but me coming from being a down lowy, I thought those were the signs that, you know, my husband probably picked up on. And I don't know, Tina, do you have anything you want to add to my list of 8? Because we're going to write a book about this.
I ain't got nothing to add.
You ain't got nothing to add.
Just
Do anybody on the timeline
Keep
got
being
anything
on the
to add?
down low. I'ma catch it. I'ma catch it.
So I will go back over them. How to spot somebody on the down low. 1, spends more time with a particular female friend. 2, you do extended side stares at other women in public. 3, you are emotionally unavailable or inability to emotionally connect with the opposite sex. 4, expressing interest in LGBTQIA lifestyle things such as TV shows, porn, movies, clubs, etc. 5, sudden interest in threesomes or poly. 6, change in demeanor, adopting masculine behaviors. 7, loss of interest in sexual penetration, increase in one oral sex. And 8, you become probably super homophobic.
Arthur E. Lee III says the DL signs are universal.
They are. How are they? Some of them, cause like one of them when I read it, DL, right? What's his name? Arthur. I'm sorry, Arthur. The one that I read said that men have increased booty secretion. So what does the woman got to do with increased booty secretions and different loose anal? Like they're releasing loose stuff. You know, the stuff. The stuff that come out your
faces.
Yeah. That's.
Doo-doo shoot.
Yeah, the loose stuff.
Damika says she's still trying to find out why your husband was in the gay club.
Well, because I would take him with me to the gay club. I wanted to go, and again, like I said, when you want to down low, wouldn't it look weird that I just go out all of a sudden by myself and not take him?
But don't it look weird for him to be in the gay club?
Well, I didn't do it like that. We was going there because I said I wanted to see a drag performance.
Oh.
And then I got in there and there was a bunch of trans women in there and they were beautiful.
I know that's.
And he was like, look at all of the women. And I'm like, those aren't the kind of women that you think they are. So, I mean, again.
Hi, Kim.
or the Down Low Lesbian Bisexual Edition. Amazing. We did give y'all
This topic is funny.
how to spot some. You know. Oh wow, we already at 7:53. It is like, you know, I love this topic again, Tina. We might have to write the Peach Radio Show Down Low Lesbian Bisexual book.
And for all you down low lesbians, when you see me and Peach in the club, just do this so we know y'all.
Yeah, do this. Let us know.
Don't do gay signs.
No, don't hide. Don't hide. But on a serious note, I think
what that song is, don't hide that pussy. Divide that pussy.
on a serious note, I think that we should walk away from this topic. I mean, it's funny.
It is funny.
But we shouldn't condemn the men as bad. We not. Again, I'm a person that believe in fairness for all, acceptance for all. If we're gonna treat the down low men like it's the end of the world, then we need to treat the women the same. There is no difference.
Amen.
Some people will say, well, it's a difference because they have intercourse, but they have intercourse and they could give diseases to their spouse, their significant other in a heterosexual relationship, but so could a down low lesbian or bisexual.
That's right.
You are putting your mouth on somebody, or you may be sharing toys. If you don't sterilize them properly, whatever she got, y'all all got. So it's no difference. Zero difference. So we're going to shun one, shun both. Or,
right.
you know, treat both the same on a serious note. Because, you know, lesbian, bisexual, down low exist. I done told you I was a former member. Tina done told you she was a former member. Hell, you were a former member before you actually told anybody. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real. But let's get into the donkey post of the week. Go. Now, the reason why I posted this donkey post is because I've been seeing a lot of posts about deodorant.
Oh my goodness.
Please, people, it's hot. It's hot. And yes, armpit hair needs to be shaved. I don't care if you are a stud. It's too hot for that shit. Shave it. Put your deodorant on. Or if you're not going to shave it, put tons of deodorant on. I don't know what you got to do, but it's too hot.
Rub some soap under there.
I don't know. Oh, and also, if you are a part of the Big Titty Committee, put something under there too. Do something about that. Titties get musty.
Ew.
All right, so the donkey post of the week say, "Bitch, your butt stink," with the doo-doo braids trying to come for me. You know what? Listen.
Bitch, your butt stank.
Bitch, your butt stank. Y'all gays are hilarious. I love y'all. Y'all so fucking hilarious. The things that y'all come up with, the things that y'all say is fucking amazing.
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 The capital A.
Yeah, y'all are fucking amazing. But we are glad that you joined us tonight. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday at 7 p.m. as we discuss another LGBTQIA topic. I love this topic because this one is, we actually gonna probably have to do this again. Maybe we should do like a research.
Yeah.
Research study on down low lesbian and bisexual, the edition, because there is not enough. It's not a wealth of information about this topic. I didn't even realize that when we got into it.
I'm telling you, when I thought about it, I'm like, why is people always talking about the DL men? What about the down low lesbians?
Yeah, because it's a lot.
Yes, it is.
It is a lot. It is definitely a lot. Also, before we get off of here, because it's already 7:57, the time fly when you having fun with the Peach Radio Show.
Yes.
On July 13th at 12p to 2p, we will be having the LGBTQIA
12p to 2p.
Shut up. We will be having the forum. Let's talk about it. We will be talking about all LGBTQIA topics. It's an open forum. It will be held at Allure Nightclub. Thank you to Allure Dover Shep for donating 2 hours of your busy time. This is a nightclub. We will be there discussing any issues that we have within the community. In particular, the trans killings. It's the trans murders. And we just recently had one. So RIP, I can't, a 14-year-old, right. So yeah, attending these things coming together is a great deal. We can discuss ways of tackling this issue before it gets too out of hand. If you want to join us, it's July 13, 12 p.m. to 2 p. 865 North DuPont Highway. It's in Dover, Delaware. 19901.
Be squid.
Yeah. Now, if you are interested in a forum, but you don't live near Delaware or you have a location in your state, inbox us. We travel. We're willing to sit down to talk in any state. But I think that it should be something needs to be done. We need to come together as a community. Really, because I'm at this point I'm in fear. The trans men and women are our brothers and sisters. If we don't stop it there, what's stopping them from these people that's murdering us from going up the letters? What's stopping them to say, okay, we got the trans and they're not doing anything. Let's kill the lesbians. Let's kill the bisexuals. Let's just keep going up.
I think we as the LGBT community, we need to stick up more for our trans.
Yeah.
We really need to stick up more for our trans.
I agree. We need to stick together, period.
That's right, but the way it's going now with our transgenders, we need to really stick up for them.
Yep. Well, that's our show. We hope that you learned something tonight. If you are willing to write this book with Tina and myself about the down low lesbian and bisexuals, let's get it, because there is zero information. Please continue to share Peach Radio Show. We really enjoy this. For those of you that will watch later, we hope you enjoy it. And inbox me your telltale signs for the down low woman, and we will add it to the list. And maybe I could create like a meme or a list to put on our page. I'll share it actually. But that's our time. It's 8 p.m. Time flies when you're having fun. We love y'all.
Join us next Tuesday.
At 7 p.m.
Keep you.
We are out. But first we want to leave y'all with the video by Amber Flair, which is called "Get It In," and she is a lovely transgender female that Tina cannot have, right, Tina?
I already got her.
Oh Jesus, Tina, cut your mic off. Good night.
I cannot believe we're doing this.
Yeah, girl, but we gotta do what we have to do what we want to do.
I guess.
So how long we got left?
Oh, now let's sit down.
Alright. Yeah, let's take a break. So, girl, where do you see yourself in the future? Like, where do you see yourself?
I see myself on the big screen, honey. I'm trying to be the next Angela Bassett.
I know that's right.
What about you?
I've been writing, so hopefully my music will take off. You know, I see myself on TV. I see myself in lights and all the nice gowns and stuff. So, that's where I see myself. So.
You think the world is ready for a trans artist?
If not now, when? If not me,
then who? Okay.
Matter of fact, let me show you what I can do.
Okay, go ahead, get it in.
Check a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's time to make the party hot. Cause it's that new age, new hip hop, cause you know I'm about to turn it out. But first, shout out to the old school from the new school. You know you gotta thank work hard just to get what they got. So when it's my time, I'ma get it in, cause I'm in the wind, so I won't hesitate. And when it's my time, I'ma represent. I've been working hard, I know you can't relate. But when it's my time, I'ma get it in. I'ma put in work while others perpetrate. We can do the same, only difference is I'ma elevate. Now watch me get it in. Get it in, get it in. Gon' get it out, get it in. Gon' get it in, get it in. Gon' get it out, get it in. Gon' get it in, get it in. Gon' get it out, get it in. Gon' get it in, get it in. Gon' get it out, get it in. This that table dance, dance, break dance, turbo dance, pop, lock, flashback. I'm waiting for my wrist, take break in, one chance, big break, not talking about no Kit Kat. Just that straight back, grill in, work out, put in, I'm talking about the riff rap. Not wasting time with no fake friends, I'm out dream chasing, no time for no chit chat. Cause they not who they say they is, they think they is, they want to be or claim to be, portrayed to be, post on the book, gram on TV. They not acting like they in the streets, you see. When I get it in, I'm feeling it, I jiggle it, I wiggle it, I jiggle it, I fuck it up, I'm killing them, I go for broke, toe to toe, blow for blow. Y'all don't want no smoke, but if you want it, roll up. You better not waste your time. You better not waste your time. You wanna live one life. You better not waste your time. Cause I'ma get mine. Yeah. Just get it. So when it's my time, I'ma get it in. Cause I'm in the wind. Fuck a second place. When it's my time, I'ma get it in. I'ma represent, so shit about to change. When it's my time, I'ma get it in. Didn't your parents teach you to never underestimate? When it's my time, know I kept it real, cause I'm never fake. Now watch me get it in. Get it in, get it in.